sets, correct? Correct? Where do you think the sun is right now? Where can you point to? Who can exactly point where the sun is? It's a little there. Thank you. Big round of applause. What's your name? Nakul. Nakul's got it right. You see the shadow, right? See all the shadows diagonally, right? The sun is south of the zenith right now. Not in its zenith right now. The sun, where does it rise and set? Sure, huh? East to west. Okay, I won't debate that now. We will check that. Okay, I'll agree with you. The sun rises where? East. And sets where? Let's agree, for that, for a moment. Where does the moon rise and set? West to east. Correct? West to east. Anybody else, any other direction? North to south. Sun is going this way, moon is going the other way. Otherwise, traffic jam. If they go, they will hit each other. See, sunrise coffee we have heard. Have you ever heard moonrise coffee? Does the moonrise ever rise? The moon doesn't rise, huh? Okay. How about the stars? Do they rise and set? Yes sir, no sir, no. Fixed, sir. Stars are there only, sir. Chuma they fixed it. They are not moving anywhere. Do you all agree with me? Any alternative answers? Correct. Do they move around the earth? Okay. They do apparently move around the earth, but I love this term that he used. He said the stars are celestial bodies. May I know your name? Mithun has a fantastic answer. Stars are celestial bodies. Adi enna body idu? Pudu celestial body. What is this new body? Okay. Do you all know why does the sun rise and set? Have you all studied that? Why does the sun rise and set? Why? What causes the sun to rise and set? Fantastic. Because of what? Rotation of the earth. Thank you. Your name? Vishwa, right? Vishwa says that the earth is rotating. Are you all agreeing with me? Is the earth rotating? Are you sure about it? Have you seen it? Oh, you have seen it. Amazing people, huh? You have seen it in videos. Excellent answer, right? Earth. Let's assume I look like the earth, okay? What is this? Head, I know da. For the earth, what is this? What is this region? Excellent. What is that region? Sure? Sure. What is this direction? என்னப்பா ரெண்டு டைரக்ஷன் தான் பாக்கி இருக்கு வெஸ்டா ஈஸ்டா Who said west there first? Who said west here first? நீங்க தானா? Thank you. உங்க நேம்? Suhas. Suhas says this is the west and this is east. Are you all okay with that? Sure? If the meridian was passing through me, the right side, right? The more rightward we go, there is west, and then the leftward we go, it is east. Right? Okay? Are you all okay? Great. Now, should the earth spin like this or like this? What is this anti-uncle? Whose anti this clock is? Where is this anti-clockwise? Where is the clock first of all? That's count, sorry. Anti-lana counter. Okay. But where is this clock is my question. Earth does look like a clock. If I spin like a clock, I should be rolling like this, right? Now carefully listen to my question. Should the earth spin like this or like this? Hey, this guy is making noodles there. Go like this, sir, he's saying. Hey, right now, what is which is right answer I'm asking? The earth, okay, if the earth was spinning like this, and let's call this camera our sun, okay? Can we assume this camera is our sun? Alright? And if the earth was spinning like this, what is this direction? West, huh? We agreed to it already. Huh? Sushant said, this is what direction? West. What is this direction? The sun is here, right? And the earth is spinning now. I say hi to the sun, and then when I set, I can't see the sun, right? I say bye. Where am I saying hi? In my west. Does it happen? Are we first saying hi to the sun in the west? No, right? We are saying hi to the sun in the east. Right? Can we look at the spin? This spin, right, is going. And where is the clock? The clock is on the head. And it's not going clockwise, it's going anti-clockwise. Right? So it's spinning like this. And I'm saying, what am I saying? Hi. Hi, then. So you rise in the east and then you set in the west. Are you clear about this? All of you with me here? Sir, உலகமே தெரியுது sir. அங்கிருந்து பார்த்தா. All of you with me here now how the earth spins, correct? Okay? Have you all seen us? Pranam? Thank you. Please, next slide. Have you all seen this spinning chair? Have you seen this? Let us say, isn't the earth spinning like this chair? Yes, yes, sir. Thank you, thank you. Right? Is the earth spinning like the spinning chair? Yes. You have all spun on a spinning chair? You have all sat and spun? So if I am spinning on a spinning chair, and now tell me if I should spin like this or like this? The other way, right? Fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we have decided that you go stand behind the camera. Now, I'm going to sit on this chair and spin. Are you all with me? Okay? I'm going to sit on this chair and spin. Which way? This way. Hi. Hi. Bye. Hey, everyone is spinning in my vision. If you sit on the chair and spin, everything should go. Correct? People are walking there. They are still spinning in my vision. When I spin like this, they are all spinning in my vision. Pranav, thanks. Next. They are all spinning in my vision the other way. Right? I am spinning like this. I see you, I don't see you. Everything, moving, unmoving, everything is spinning. Are you all with me? Have you all done this? If you stand and spin, moving objects, unmoving objects, everything in your vision is going from one way to the other. Are you all with me? That means, shouldn't everything rise and set? Let's go to the simulation. Shouldn't everything rise and set? Can I look at the earth a bit more and the horizon a little higher? No. Yeah. I want to see the horizon a little higher. Great. You see, this is the east direction we are looking at. Okay? This is a simulation. We are going to simulate and see. Are you all seeing the east direction? Okay. Let's go to today morning 7 o'clock. What is today's date? Sir, time machine vechirukar veetla. 23 la vandirkar iniki. Very good. Excellent, excellent. Good. Where are we today? 20? Sure dana? Irkonla. Let on it. And go to 7 o'clock this morning. Are you all with me? Pranav, have you reached 7 o'clock? Do you see the sun? Sun terida? Ana today morning poliye, the 24:3 is there. I want to go to 24:1. Actually, the sun did not rise in east today. That is east, but the sun is rising somewhere else away from east. Can we go back in time and then see the moment of sunrise? Sir, that is the hour clock. You'll have to go to the minutes. Go again to 7. Around 6:46. Now get the sun up for us. Can you all see? The sun is rising at around 6:56 or so, and it's rising above the horizon, not in the east direction. Ama. Southeast direction. Right? Okay. Now shall we fix our clock at 7 a.m. and today's date? What is today's date? Sorry, number time machine owner pair enna? Sarvesh. So on Sarvesh's time machine, now the time is 7 a.m. 24th of January. Hey, pavan the Sarvesh poduche. Who wants to own this time machine now? Unga pair enna? Mithula. Mithun. Mithul. Onga time machine we are going to go. Okay. Where are we going to go? We are going to go ahead in time. Daily from the same spot. Actually, if you look at the corner down, we have positioned ourselves in Coimbatore right now. Do you know what's the latitude of Coimbatore? Have you heard the word latitude? It is a bonus question. Anybody who can tell me the latitude? What is the latitude value of Coimbatore? All of you have heard latitude and longitude? On the equator, what's the latitude? 0, right? Thank you. Even in ellathiyum vaangittu vara pola irukke inike kada aarambichiruvar. Very good. Right? So, the latitude on equator is? The latitude on the North Pole is? Pottu vidunga sir, or 118. See, it can be only straight or here, right? What is this angle? 90 degrees, right? So the pole can be at 90 degrees or on the equator straight, right? Or it can go to a negative 90 degree, right? Only this much is there, right? Whereas the longitudes, they are 360 degrees, right? Great. Now you are with me all? Coimbatore's latitude is 11 degree north. How much is it? 11 degree. We have positioned ourselves in Coimbatore. We are at 7 a.m. Can we pause the time? The time is still running. So we are at 7 a.m. in Coimbatore. And we are going to get on Mithul's. We are going to get on this time machine and go ahead from the same spot we are going to witness. Please listen to these cues very carefully because you can go back and practice this at home. Alright? Surya Darshana, Chandra Darshana was a traditional practice every day at home when you do the Surya Namaskaras, when you do the Sandhya Vandanas, irrespective of where you are from. It was a very important aspect to connect to the nature. We are on the time machine, 7 a.m., first month, 24th date. Now let's go ahead in the date. He's going to now start jumping the dates. Okay? Keep going up. See, same 7 a.m. Every day he is slowly increasing it. Look at what's happening to the sun. Can you slightly use the up arrow and go faster? Do you see? Every day, 7 a.m. No, pause a moment. This is the 5th of May. At 7 a.m. the sun is somewhere else. It's not at the place you thought it will be. Can we go further? Keep going, the dates. Now we have reached some June 21. After 21, the sun seems to be returning back. Same moment, 7 a.m. from your house. If you witness, you pick a point and every day witness, you will see your shadow differing. Today we see the shadows falling like this. 6 months from now you will see the shadows falling like this. He said the sun is here. 6 months later sun will be there. Carefully observe where all the sun is rising. You see this entire dance of the sun? This southward motion is called the Dakshinayana. What is it called? Ayana in Sanskrit means motion. Dakshina means what? Dakshina Murti, right? The person who faces south direction. So from one period you see that the sun will go through a southern run. Can you do the southern run for us? And now it's doing the northern run, which is called the Uttarayana. Oh, I should give gifts to ma'am now. A big round of applause at least to ma'am. What is the northward run of sun called? Uttarayana. See, all these the ancient Indian astronomers carefully observed. Can you name a few ancient Indian astronomers? Very good. Big round of applause. Let thunders roar. Please gift him. Give him 3 cards. Big round of applause for him. What's your name? Vishwanath. From Chandrakanti. Excellent. So you see, one name that you know is Aryabhatta. Bumper bonus question. Another ancient Indian astronomer. Aryabhatta found zero is a myth. Okay? Zero was already there in the Indian tradition way before Aryabhatta. Aryabhatta invented many things. The trigonometry, the integral, the differential form of a equation. He invented various other things in mathematics. Sadly, we did discuss it in the last Lit Fest. Now this time we're going to discuss astronomy. But good, people think about it like that. Any other person other than Aryabhatta? Yaare? Yaar, solunga ji. Bodhidharma. Bodhidharma was a great philosopher, and a king, but not an astronomer. I want an astronomer from Bharat. Ramanujan was a mathematician. Okay. Aryabhatta. Repeat after me. Aryabhatta. Bhaskaracharya. Neelakanta Somayaji. So now you know, at least having born in Bharat, we are thinking about 3 path-breaking astronomers that were ever there. We listen and we have heard names like Galileo. We have heard names like Newton. It's a huge problem that we being born here do not know what Aryabhatta invented, who's Bhaskaracharya. Bharatiyar wrote a beautiful song. Bhaskaran win mean kon kandadum. Nobody is studying all this. He said, the education, the school education, does not have room for many of this. Bhaskaracharya, Aryabhatta, and the third name is Neelakanta Somayaji. Bhaskaracharya was from Chalisgaon, Maharashtra. Neelakanta Somayaji was from Kerala. He was here from Kerala. Aryabhatta was from Pataliputra. Where is Pataliputra? Which state is it in? Bihar, right? So that's where Aryabhatta was. We have had fantastic minds in this nation say many things. Can we go to the Aryabhattan verse? Aryabhatta was the first in the Indian tradition to say that Anuloma gatirnaustaha Pashyatyachalam vilomagam yadvat achalani bhani tadvat samapaschimagani lankayam udayastamaya nimittam nityam pravehena vayunakshiptaha lanka samapaschimagaha papanjaras sagraho bhramati. This is written in the Arya meter. The fantastic nature of Indian knowledge tradition is that everything was written as songs. Everything was written as Bhagavad Gita is Gita. Namaste. And so too is astronomy. So too is Bharatiya Ganita. So too is Ayurveda. Name sciences, name philosophy, name any knowledge tradition. They were all given to us in the name of songs. In the earlier Gurukulam, what did we carry with ourselves? Did we carry school bags in those schools? What did we carry to those schools? Just this head. That's all. Do you remember the Gurukulas? Where were they happening? In the teacher's house, in the griha of the Guru. Where else can it happen? Under tree. Which tree is that tree? All of you have seen this picture of a Gurukula. But in that Gurukula, they were learning advanced sciences as well. They were learning very, very advanced thought processes. We have a very rich tradition. Now tell me 3 for today. A big learning for us is 3 Indian astronomers. Name them. Aryabhatta. Bhaskaracharya. Fantastic. Neelakanta Somayaji. Aryabhatta is from Pataliputra. Bhaskaracharya is from Bhaskaracharya is from Maharashtra. Chalisgaon, Maharashtra. Where is Neelakanta Somayaji from? Trikantur in Kerala. So you must see, the Kerala School of Mathematics and Astronomy. There is a special episode in Prachyan. You must definitely go watch it. Okay. So you see, we had a very rich knowledge tradition where Aryabhatta is telling us that Anuloma gatir naustaha. Naustaha, someone who is seated on a boat. When he goes forward, okay, what does he see? He sees Pashyati Achalam. He sees unmoving objects on its side. Okay? This fellow's name is Achalesh. Achalam means it's a mountain or stationary objects. When you see the stationary objects, when you row in a boat and go, when you go forward, how will the scene look like? It will look moving backwards, right? Fantastic. It will look moving backwards. Am I right? What's your name? What's your name? Nishan. Big round of applause for Nishan. Have you seen this going on the train? Have you observed that the scenery moves backward? Correcta? Train la ஏறி போனா என்ன சொல்றோம்? என்னங்க ஈரோடு வரலையா? வந்துருச்சு. ஈரோடு வந்து தான் நம்ம வந்தோமா ஈரோடுக்கு. When we get on a train, we say this, right? Hey, Bengaluru has arrived. Get on quickly. Do we say that? Bengaluru has arrived, we say. We don't say we have arrived in Bengaluru, because in our purview, everything is moving backwards. So too, the Achalani Bhani, so too the unmoving stars. Bham means Tara, or the stars. Those unmoving stars apparently seem to be moving westward. Did we see? Can we go to the simulation again? Can we go to 7 a.m. today? And we can see all the celestial objects. He said, right? The name celestial objects. Everything rises in the east and sets in the... This happens for someone in Lanka, he said. Lanka does not mean Sri Lanka. It means a special point on the equator. Now, can you please run the time for the day through the hours? Keep running it. See, we are seeing at east, everything. Hey, you're running too fastly. I'm not able to see. Slowly, fast forward the time, please. Can you run the fast forward button? See, everything is rising and setting. Okay? Everything is actually slowly rising and setting. When you carefully look at the sky, yes, Mithul. Amma, our time machine is going Mithul's time machine is running still. Okay, so you know what? Everything is rising and setting, apparently. But does it happen so in the North Pole? Have you heard in North Pole? How does it work in the North Pole and South Pole? Solunga. Ready, bumper price. North Pole. Eppume va? Appadiya? Seri. Irundhalum, excellent answer. Let's go to the North Pole, close to the North Pole, Pranav. Round of applause for? Vishnu. Okay. So he has positioned himself close to North Pole. You can still go northwards. Great. Now can we go to, in this time machine, let's go to 21st of June. Time machine konja slow da mela paakum. Okay. Now can you fast forward the time for us? Control, focus on the sun, please. You don't manually do it. Can you fast forward the time? Now fast forward the time for us. No. Not manually. Can you run the fast forward button? Sir, can you stop it and run the fast forward button? 2 clicks, 3 clicks, done. See, no. Slow down, please. See, throughout the day, the time paringa, but 12:30. Okay? Click on the time window for me. See, the time is now 1:30, 2:30, and the sun is not going up. Can you slightly speed up the time? Throughout the day, the sun is just going around. It's not even rising and setting. Aryabhatta is saying this phenomenon of rising in the west and setting in the east will work only in regions close to the equator. And in fact, very specifically later he says, between Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, those latitudes only we will see sun in the zenith. Otherwise, sun will never come to your zenith. In England, if you go, the sun never comes to your zenith. Zenith is straight up, Uchi in Sanskritam. It will go only like this in London. It will keep going like this in London, and slowly if you go northwards, it will start spinning like this. Now can we jump months? Months. Slowly it sets, and for a few months you can't see the sun. For 6 months you see the sun, and for 6 months you don't see any sun in the poles. Very, very interesting. Someone sitting in Pataliputra is talking about all this. He's talking about a phenomenal asterism. And these are some among the facets that they have understood, and they are talking about the rotation of the earth. Okay? Why is this happening? Let me not go into it in interest of time. The one word answer to this, or the one sentence answer to this, is that it's happening because of the tilt of the earth. We all decided, right? The earth is spinning like this, or is it spinning like this? Option A. So it's spinning like this. While it's spinning like this, it's not only spinning, but it's also tilted. So it's spinning like this. Okay? It's tilted 23.5 degrees with respect to its orbital plane. That's why we see every day the sunrise. What are the two things that we learned right now? The northward motion of the sun is called? Who's going to say this? Ma'am is going to win the prize again. Uttarayana. What's the northward motion of the sun called? Uttara means north. Southward sun. Dakshinayana. Yashwanta there. Dakshinayana. Right? Avanga. Just behind that row. Oh, avanga. Okay, what is the northward run of the sun called? Uttarayana. Southward? This is happening because of the tilt of the earth. When the earth is tilted, and if it is going around the sun, sometimes the northern tilt is closer to the sun. And when it comes around, the southern tilt is closer to the sun. This can happen. Okay? So this is how ancient Indian astronomers understood this. Not just this, they were able to pinpoint the locations. Have you heard of this word called the panchangam? Panchangam, have you heard? There is, in your go back to your homes and ask, the number of people who say yes to panchangam is dwindling, sadly. But, you have heard of panchangam, right? The panchangam is not an astrological instrument, but it's an astronomical book that tells me the accurate positions, everyday positions of the moon, the sun, and all the grahas. Okay? Can we go back to the simulation now? So the sun has, we saw that the earth has one motion. What kind of motion is that? Rotationary motion, right? There is another motion, illa? Nalla vala. Correct on a pera solite. What is this motion called? Very good. All of you knew this, okay? Have you all seen this? Revolution. So a rotation causes all celestial objects to rise and set. Did we see that? Okay. Can we go to looking at Polaris right now? Coimbatore and Polaris, please. Coimbatore. In the meantime, let me ask you this. Let us say, how do we calculate that we have completed 1 year? How do we calculate that? One revolution around the earth. Are we celebrating that moment? Or Jan 1 has come, hey, New Year. Adana, Jan 1 nana. Appadidana. Did we calculate somewhere? Ayyo, vandutom, thirupi vandutom. Mailkal vandiruchu. Appadiya. See, in Coimbatore, if you have come, it will say you are welcome to Coimbatore. Somewhere on the orbit of the earth, will it say that we have reached the same place? How will we know that we have completed one revolution? Illa, and the calendar na. Who devised that calendar? See, the Westerners got this calendar massively wrong. Okay? First of all, they came up with 360 days when they began with. And then later they said it is 365 days and a quarter of a day, which is 6 hours. Then they said, then the Romans came up with their calendrical system. Okay. Very, very funny calendrical system. Okay. Do you know this randomly? Have you done this January, February, March? It doesn't work like that. We will see now how does it work. Okay. We have just the time for that. In the Roman calendrical system, you have all heard of some Latin names. What is the word septa? 7. Yaar very good. Latin theriyarde, very good. Sanskrit also we should know. Okay? Excellent. Round of applause too. What is the name? Because say septa means what? 7. Octa means? Doubtale. Nava means? Deca. But how come September? What is the month of September? 9. 7. 9th month, sir. Bayarma time machine owner here. What is the month? 9th month. 9th month name is September. October. What month is that? 10. It should be 8, right? November. What should that month be? But it is 11. December. Deca must be 10. It's now 12. That's because of this very, very poor arithmetic calendar design and the rule of certain Roman emperors. Like, Julius wanted his own month, Augustus wanted his own month, and they both wanted extra days in their month. They borrowed and then they made it February, poor guy, with less number of months. All this happened. Whereas in the Indian knowledge system, let us understand how in the panchanga we calculate a month. What is the name of the Tamil month? Anyone knows now? Very good. Thai. Big round of applause. Appa, nalavare chitri. Vang. Yashwanta, be ready. You need to go to him. What is this Tamil month called? Thai. Who comes up with this Tamil month? After Thai comes what month? Who determines this? Masiya varudha, Puratasi varudha. Very good. Varatom. We'll see now. You listen to me. This month in the Indian system is very astronomical in nature. If elders have carefully seen, you go back and see your Tamil calendars. Some month will have 32 days in them. Not just 31 days. Some month will have 28 days in them. Okay? How? We will see now. Can we now go to Coimbatore and east direction? Polaris Vanda. We'll go to Coimbatore, east direction. Focus out of Polaris, please. Time machine owner. 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 o'clock today. You pause the time, otherwise it keeps running. So 7 o'clock in the morning. Shall we go to 8:30 in the morning? 8:30 in the morning. Sun is somewhere there. Okay. What is behind the sun? Moona? Pinadiya dhaan varudhu. Very good. What else can be behind the sun in this blue sky? You know the answer. Very good. What is there behind the sky? Why is the sky blue? Idu ellame padichirukkom. 2-mark answer, right? For him. Right? We all know this, right? Behind the sun, do you have any doubts? Are there stars or not? Pathingla? Sollirukang. We have heard. Can we remove the atmosphere now? We are removing the atmospheric effect, and actually behind the sun there are a lot of dots and they are all stars. Are you seeing them? Okay. In the stars there are certain constellations. Have you heard of them? Have you heard of constellations? Can we enable the constellations, please? Last 3. Okay. Now, which Rashi? Do you see which constellation is the sun in right now? Can you read it? Can you slightly zoom in into Capricorn? Scroll button. Into Capricorn. Yeah? So now the sun is in Capricorn. Can you see that? Can you see that? Very good. Now, shall we start jumping dates? Time machine owner. We are jumping the dates every day 8:30 a.m. But the background of the sun is different. Are you following what I'm saying? Please observe this very carefully. This is there in our panchanga. Every moment, the background of the sun is changing. Every moment, every day. How is it happening? Now, which Rashi is the sun in which constellation? Pisces or Meena. Now it's coming into Mesha Rashi. Please run the time. Run day. Same 8:30 a.m. Same Coimbatore. Same spot we are looking at the sun. And we are jumping every day. Now the sun is in Mesha. Then goes into Rishabha, Taurus. Then goes into, after Taurus comes Gemini, Mithuna. How is that happening? Can we get the atmosphere back? We can't see this, right? Because the atmosphere is not allowing us to see this. What is happening is this. The revolution. You said that the second motion of the earth is revolution, right? Okay. Can I have a volunteer here, Yashwanta? So let's say Yashwant is my son. Okay? Not S-O-N. S-U-N. Okay? He is my son. The son. S-U-N. Who am I? You already know. Earth. Round like an earth. Right? Now, what should the earth do? Should the earth go around him like this? Ayyo, idu enada idu? Circle pomudla. Should the earth go around him like this? Or like this? Option B, Sorry. Very good. Okay. Now, let me not go into it. For now, know that I'm going around him like this. Okay? Option B wins. I'm going around like this. Now, I must know I have come back to the same place. How will I know? The orbit da. I'm saying I'm going around him. Huh? And I need to decide that I have come back to the same place. Exactly. Fantastic answer. What's your name? Konjam bumper prize kodukren Adidevku. Thank you so much. Big round of applause. How do I know? Adidev says through the constellation. How? I'll tell you. Okay. Here on the floor, if I come back to the same tile, I know I have come around him. Correct? Correct? Are you all with me in this? Or of you? Agree? Enna sir solreenga? If I go around him, if I come back to the same spot, I know through the tiles. Now Adidev is saying I can know through the constellations. How, Adidev?
So because suppose if you're on a certain place, you will see certain constellations.
Fantastic. Yo, we should give him a bumper prize. I don't know what we'll give him. Adu erkanave rendu round kuduthittom. Fantastic answer by Adidev. Okay. So what he's saying is, now I'm seeing the background. Now behind Yashwanta, I see a yellow pillar there. Okay, with a yellow light. When I'm going around him, now behind Yashwant, I see that lamp. Now when I go around him, I see this screen. Now when I go around him, I see that poster. When I then come around him, I see ma'am, I see you. And finally, I come back seeing the same pillar. So by observing the background of the sun, Indian astronomers very astutely found that exact moment, astronomical moment of us completing a year. It's not a random year celebration in the Indian calendar. Sadly, without understanding this, they want to change the starting position right now. For some political agenda. Some people think that, hey, my birthday, I'm bored. It is coming in December holidays. Hey, change it. Change it to January. Can you change it like that? See, I was going around the sun. Now I'm saying, no, I don't like this game. We will think only that. We won't think of that. So that's a problem. So that's why Mesha Adi, when you go to April, mid-April, the sun will be in the constellation of Aries, Mesha. Today, Thai, we celebrated recently what event? Pongal. Everything in our calendar is astronomical. We just entered the Capricorn Rashi. This is Thai. Okay? Sorry, this is Chitrai. Come to Thai, come to January 20, today. Come to today. Just press the today button. Control F the sun. You see, where is the sun right now, in which Rashi? Capricorn. Because it entered during Pongal, it entered the which Rashi? So for us, every solar month, as we go around the sun, which Rashi we complete, we celebrate a month. Are you all with me here? Can we go to the slides? One moment. And this is how the 12 Rashi chakras were born. You all have heard of your own Rashis? In the Indian tradition, it's based on the moon's position. Your nakshatra and Rashi are based on the moon's position. On the moment that you are born, in the sky, where was the moon? In the background of what was the moon? That makes your Janma Rashi, Janma Nakshatra. Are you all with me? So this is not, bogus. This is pure astronomy, pure calculation. Like this, as the earth goes around the sun, we see different constellations. And this band of constellations, 30 degree segment each, is called the Rashi Chakra. In English, it's called the ecliptic. What is it called in English? I'm going to finish with this one last slide. Can you come forward? Come forward. Next slide. So this, previous slide. So if you look at this, Mesha, Vrishabha, it takes 30, according to Surya Siddhanta, an ancient text, it takes 30 days, 22 hours and 40 minutes to complete. This ancient text of Surya Siddhanta is very, very long time. See, some skeptical researchers dated back to only 1,000 years back. Various other researchers, Nilesh, various others have said that this is much back ahead in our time. You know that at least from the Vedic times we have this knowledge. Okay? We have been calculating very accurately. See the modern values, 30 days, 20 hours, 56 minutes. We are only wrong by 16 minutes. That accurately we were able to see the background of the sun and calculate in our panchangas. This is something that we must celebrate, our Indian astronomers. As I told you, it takes different periods. It increases from 30 to 31, 31, see almost 31 and a half days. Ani takes 31 and 15 hours, right? More than half a day, right? And then it goes on decreasing like this. So like this, every year it varies, and our panchanga makers are bang on accurate about how they calculate these things. Can we go to the conclusion slides? Of course, we wanted to cover a lot more some other time. Can we go to the previous slide, please? See, today, we must take a lot of pride in the continuity of this knowledge system. This is still not lost. Thankfully, if you look at our foundation, we are very, very bent on taking many of these knowledge systems to children. Many of our books are available at anadi.org/IKS books or IKS edu. You can visit it. Very importantly, this is all knowledge that we shouldn't miss. Day after tomorrow, we are launching with IIT Madras, we are launching a set of 40 important video libraries for children. A set of 40 important videos that you must understand about the Indian knowledge systems. Today, as we land on the moon, we are preparing for a manned mission to the moon. We must know what kind of knowledge tradition we belong to. And this knowledge tradition inspires us even now. People like Manjul Bhargava, who's heading the new national educational policy. He's a Princeton University math professor who I have had the good fortune to interact with. His great-grandfather was a traditional Indian mathematician. He draws a lot of inspiration from Brahmagupta even now in his current research. Very, very important for we as Bharatitas to know our own scientific heritage. Okay? And let us all embark towards the well-being of all humanity. All sciences in Bharat is dharma sapeksha vijnana. We do it for the welfare of all. Thank you all. And I welcome you to also register for a national level Olympiad that's coming up in February 9. Anadi.org about Indian knowledge systems. Thank you all for being a fantastic audience. Hope you all loved this session. Thank you all. Dhanyavad. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Brahmachari Gurupriya Chaitanya ji. People who were standing and watching and listening to you. You know, it was really fantastic. And I'm sure the children are straight going to head to the stall where Anadi Foundation has a, okay, I revisit. Probably they would revisit now after your session. Thank you, children. Now we will be having another after your session. Thank you, children. Now we will be having another session.